Hey everybody! I just want to do a quick update of my DVD collection and a couple things that I just bought because I have gotten a few extra DVDs since I last did my DVD collection video, and I guess it's just an update to show you what other things are in my collection now. So to start off, I'm just going to add a couple video games because I have done a Super Nintendo collection video. And recently, I actually just bought Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. So I'm pretty stoked about that. I know it's a Player's Choice Edition, but I don't care about that stuff. That's whatever to me. Really excited about this. I have it for the Game Boy Advance. I know they re-released it for that. But I feel like, heck, it's not authentic if I don't have the original copy. So I'm pretty stoked about that. Let's see. I haven't done a PlayStation 2 collection video because I don't have a great collection, but I did just pick this up. Wild Arms 3, which I've... there we go. Wild Arms 3, which I've always wanted to pick up. I remember playing it like 10 years ago and thinking it was pretty cool, so I thought, why don't I pick it up? So I'm pretty stoked to have that in my collection now. I bought these two at a little convention a week ago, so I'm pretty stoked to have them, and they weren't that expensive. This was like $15, and this was $30, which I thought was pretty fair, just because it's a pretty awesome game. So, other than that, I will do completely random now stuff that I've bought since I did my DVD update video. So this is completely random. I saw this in Chinatown, and it looks so silly that I had to buy it. It is Micro Sex Office. See if you can see that there. It just looks ridiculous, and it was. It's a movie from Hong Kong. Let's see. I'll read you the back, actually. Okay. Jim, an old-fashioned and calculating manager with his subordinates, Rachel, an exhibitionist who likes to show off her trendy underwear, Tarzan, a male worker who will be excited by female screaming, and Heidi, who indulges in fantasizing about men all day long, are imprisoned in a boring office Monday to Friday with nothing to do except indulging in sexual fantasies. It was pretty awful, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm pretty open to, like, really silly movies, especially silly foreign movies. But it actually was pretty bad. And for a movie that's supposed to be kind of like a college movie that's, like, you know, like raunchy and stuff, it actually wasn't really that raunchy, so I don't know. It's not really even worth seeing. So I don't know why I still have this. My favorite pawn shop, I got Fern Gully, so I was really excited about that. I haven't seen it for a long time, and this is the special edition, and I think, yeah, I got it for $6, so I was pretty stoked. It's such a good kids movie, like, probably, when I think of kids movies I watched over and over and over again when I was a little kid, this one stands out, so, yeah. Then I got Pleasantville on Blu-ray. I do have it on DVD somewhere, but my dad has it, and I just said keep it, because I want it on Blu-ray. And then someone made a comment, why would you want a movie that's in black and white and Blu-ray? Because it's not about the black and white, it's about the quality. You can still have a movie that's in black and white be crystal clear and sharp, even if it's not in color, so I thought that was kind of weird. I haven't actually seen this, but I kind of love Tobey Maguire, so I had to buy it. It was $3. Wonder Boys. It has Michael Douglas in it, Tobey Maguire, Robert Downey Jr., Frances McDormand. Kind of have to see this. I don't know why I've never seen it. I bought Inception on Blu-ray a little while back, because I don't have it, and I thought, why not? Because I bought it, it was $10, so, and it was new $10, so I figured, that's a pretty good deal, it's a good movie. Then I got this at a used video store, Transformers, Dark of the Moon. I got this for $10 on Blu-ray. It is used, but, it's really expensive to buy new, so I thought, why not? I have all the other ones. Why should probably own this. And I liked it. I'm guilty of liking those, even though my friend hates them. Whatever. This movie, is so dumb and ridiculous, but it somehow is enjoyable. And yes, I did buy it new, and yes, my friend made fun of me for this. But yeah, this movie is really entertaining. White chicks, because it's just... It kind of makes me think of that old skit that Eddie Murphy did, where on Saturday Night Live, where he made himself look white, and then he got all these privileges. It was so bad. Anyway, and his name was Mr. White, and then he goes to the bank, and they're like, he's like, oh, I'd like to take a loan. They're like, oh, just take it. And he's like, what are you talking about? They're like, just take it. We won't tell. It's like, oh my god. Well, this movie kind of made me think of that, because it was two guys dressed up as women, but not just any women, two, like, heiresses. So, I don't know. I thought it was done really well for a ridiculous comedy. Anyway, I had to buy it. Oh, another random video game that I bought at my favorite pawn shop. Uncharted 3, I have yet to play it, but Uncharted 2 is one of my favorite games ever, so I'm hoping it's good, although I've heard the second one is not as good, but whatever. Did I say the third? Whatever I said. The third one I've heard is not as good as the second. Yeah, that makes sense. Hunger Games, which I actually have not seen. So no judgments here. I've never read the book and I've never seen it. So I can't say anything. I know it's sort of the latest teen craze, kind of like first, Harry Potter's big, then Twilight, then Hunger Games, then whatever. I know it's one of the big movie, let's make 8 million of these and cash in the money, but the concept seems interesting. I love Battle Royale, and I know this is not comparable, but I've seen Battle Royale first. I've never seen this. I have no opinion or any judgments based off the fact that I've never read it or seen it. I've heard a lot of mixed things. People who are just really into the books love the books and say that it's amazing, the movie's awesome, whatever. And then the people who saw Battle Royale first are like, dude, it sucks. Battle Royale's way better. What's-her-face who wrote this totally copied Battle Royale, even though she claims she didn't even know what it was. Blah, blah, blah. I want to see it. Sounds interesting, and maybe it's really great. So, I don't know. I've never seen it, and I had to buy it first day because it was super cheap at Walmart. This is another thing about it, Chinatown. It's like 80s hits from, I know it's from China, but I'm not sure if it's from Hong Kong or actual mainland China. Either way, it's Chinese 80s hits. They were playing it in the store, I bought it, and the clerk actually laughed because she's like, oh my god, we turned this off because we were embarrassed that it was on. And I'm like, no, this is awesome. I love 80s music. I don't care what language it's in. If it was like Swedish 80s pop music, I'd be stoked. The only downside about this is that it's all slow songs except the one song I heard they were playing it in the store. It almost sounds like Der Kommissar by Falco. It kind of has that kind of a feel, and I was like, this is sweet, I gotta hear more, but yeah, kind of a letdown, but whatever. The one cool 80s song on here is totally worth the, like, $5 I paid for this. Then I also, getting a little dusty, got Hayao Miyazaki's Spirited Away, and I will admit right now, this is the very first Hayao Miyazaki movie I've ever seen, and I just watched it like 4 months ago. Yeah, so, or maybe 2 months ago, whatever it was. I'd actually never seen one of these, because for some reason when I was a little kid, the animation turned me off because it was a different looking anime, and I was just like, not for me, which is stupid, but whatever. Little kids have their own opinions, I guess. Now I hear nothing but a Studio Ghibli film is they're the best. Hayao Miyazaki's films are like they're genius, they're masterpieces. And so I figured I'd give this a shot, and my boyfriend actually watched it when he was in Japan on an exchange. He watched this in class, and they spent like 3 months talking about it. It's that big of a deal in Japan. It's like that big of a movie, and I've always heard this is like one of the best ones, but I have never seen it. So we popped it in the computer, and I was very impressed. This is one of the best movies I've ever seen. I think mostly because the concept was so abstract, and I like really weird, off, kind of creepy concepts. And you don't see that too much anymore. I think Coraline kind of brought back a creepy kids movie, and I was so excited. It wasn't the best movie I've ever seen, but it was pretty good. And I was really excited about it because it brought a creepy 80s, 90s-esque feel to new kids movies, which I find are so happy and fun. And it's like, no, we need to bring a dark element back into kids' movies. Kind of like Nightmare Before Christmas. Kind of creepy and weird, and that's why I was pretty stoked on Spirited Away. So I'm blown away by this movie. It's one of the best movies I've ever seen. Everything, the score, the characters, the story, everything. The art, it's amazing. I've never seen anime that beautiful before, I have to admit. If you're I doubt it if you're watching this channel, but if you're somebody who thinks that anime is just like mouths opening like this, sometimes it is. And if it's like cheap, like filler animes like Sailor Moon or Dragon Ball Z, and I'm not slamming those because Sailor Moon is one of my favorite animes ever, but those kind of things, they're 20 minutes, they have to pump out like 30 a season, and they are kind of like this. This is not like that. This is on par with Disney, if not better, as far as the animation. It's amazing. I really recommend this, and it's really different. This is also the kind of movie that may not appeal to everyone, because the story is so creepy and abstract. So, it's up to you, but I thought it was amazing. It was like a creepy idea you got when you were 6 years old, and then somebody put it into a movie. Don't know how else to explain it. Next thing I got, Pawn Shop, Little Monsters, don't ask, I'm so stoked about this. In fact, I kind of want to watch this tonight. It's so good. I remember loving it so much when I was a little kid, and I love Howie Mandel. And Fred Savage, what the hell, it's so good. Anyway, it was $3, and I was like, done, I'm totally buying this. And last but not least, of course, it is September 25th, so I bought the Avengers today. I'm so excited. It was cheap today at Walmart, and I could not resist. I love this movie. It was so good, and I think the reason I liked it so much is because they took a bunch of characters I could really care less about and make it a fantastic movie. For me, like, I could really care less about the Hulk. I've never been a Hulk fan. I've never really been a Captain America fan, because it just, Thor, and Iron Man, But something happened and they made it all work for me. I love this movie. I'm not slamming those characters, but I'm a more magical, kind of hero fan. Like Mutated. Like, Spider-Man actually has, he has superpowers in the, as most stereotypical as it gets. Same thing with the X-Men. But, you know, Thor, he's not even from here. Iron Man has no powers, he's just got a wicked suit, although the character of Tony Stark is brilliant. Captain America is just like an experiment to make him all strong for the military. And the Hulk is just like an experiment gone wrong, and it's just, those are all characters that I never connected with in the Marvel Universe. I mean, I like Iron Man, the movie. I didn't like the second one. Thor, I thought was a good movie. Captain America, I hated so much. And I've actually never seen the Hulk movies, because, again, Hulk's never been a character I cared about too much. But this movie was fantastic. In fact, I will do probably like a Blu-ray review on it. I didn't do a review when it came out in theaters. But this, again, is totally worth it. Anybody can enjoy this movie. You don't really need to see the other ones to enjoy it, but I did, and I saw all except for Hulk, and it makes it so much more fun, because you already know the characters, you already know Loki, and, I don't know, I thought, rarely can they make, superhero movies with a whole bunch of them in it good. Like Fantastic Four, even though I own both of them, was pretty cheesy and sort of forgettable, versus this was not. This was sick. This was so good. So, yeah, those are the things that I bought recently. I think I got everything in there. I'll have to do another type collection video with other systems that I have, even though some of them were a little sad. But my Super Nintendo one was good, I thought. Anyway, okay. That's it. That's my DVD collection update / a few extra other things. But yeah, have a good day, and I hope you bought this today, because you should watch it tonight if you did not see it already. But I think I'm gonna watch this tonight. Okay, see you guys.